Ana passam com a cara no pão, que a boca como mama mokamba be pasina ke o be talo ana wa chafen pe bia asie mo wa isokai anchuma sale tawechi they say no book but you can't dirty picking up putting more on your ABC boyo.
Don't sell your respect for dry fish and booming. Since 1847, same 06 and 7. Since 1847, same 06 and 7. The Congo man come, the country man come, the white man come, Lebanese man come, the Kulah man come. So educate your fool. All that big degree you got, stay on my moon. Go country Zama, the preso Zama, the Zogo Zama, representative Zama, the senator Zama, just the ministry Zama, finance ministry Zama, police department, trust department, all of them Zama, Zama, Zama. So Mopana, so Mopana. Ulang ay balo pampangila. Wala alas, but to God, miss no more days. I miss my papecha Stella. Right now the country on set pay. No hay, no day. The plan leading a prepper. Everything up and down, everything upside down. No country Zama, the preso Zama, the Zogo Zama, representative Zama, senator Zama, just the ministry Zama, finance ministry
Your tough, provoking, stimulating talk show 1550 is coming on next.
All right, I tell you, that's a fine one right there. Is done by one of LIB's international artists, and he goes by the name Tawe G. Well, let me say good morning to you. It's good to be back here with you on this bright Wednesday morning, the 18th day of August, 2021. I'm the lady cool. Some folks around call me the coolest baby. And of course, I'm going to be your companion up until 3 this afternoon. But let's not bring you 50-50 right here on this dial.
Good morning, Monrovia. Good morning, Habel. Good morning, Robertsfield. Good morning, Robertsport. Good morning, Toyota. Good morning, Salala. Good morning, Macaque City. Good morning, Todmanburg. Good morning, Clay. Good morning, Waterside. Good morning, Riverside. Good morning, Bapulu. Good morning, Buchanan. Good morning, La. Good morning, Caldwell. Good morning, Brewerville. Virginia, Camp David. My River Edge, this is 50-50 on a Wednesday morning on Sky 107.1 FM with this topic. What necessitated the review of the Liberty Party Constitution? Who were the participants and actors of the Constitutional Review Committee? And what's the difference the new Liberty Party Constitution brings from the Liberty Party old Constitution? What is the way forward? We've been hearing wrangling between two most important personalities in the party, the political leader Nombli Kanga Lawrence and Musa Hassan Jlateh. The letter that I saw, the Secretary General and the chairman of the party criminally made some dangerous alteration to the new constitution without the participation, without the knowledge of the political leader. So we have invited the Secretary General, whose constitutional responsibility it is to transition between NEC and his party. That person's name is Mr. Martin Kulah. He's the Secretary General of the Liberty Party. By 11 o'clock, usually our lines should be open, 0777-777-107, or you better call us on 0777-221-223 Those two important numbers are pinned on our Facebook page, Sky Communications Liberia. My name is Timas, of course. I'm with the grandson of my grandfather. And 50-50, you just can't be the experience. I will be back right after the theme song.
Here we go. I am don't transferring money from my account to my phone, and I didn't forget to purchase some data for both of us.
How did you manage to finish the process so fast?
Ma, I'm using the new app there. With just one tap, I see all I want to do, making transaction quick and easy for me.
You mean it easy and I only have to download the app?
Yes, so ma. And by the way, the item you took, on me, Marco. I am paying using the same app. My transaction on the screen right in front of me.
No need to go through a long, tedious process to transact. Now, with one single tap, you find all options to make your transactions. Download the Orange Money app from Play Store and the iPhone App Store and start enjoying. Easy like 1, 2, 3.
Brings you closer.
Excuse me, Papa, give me one bottle of wine. That's another plate of barbecue chicken and...
Wait up the wait 1 minute. Oh, come back. My lollipop, I know I told you to relax and enjoy. But sorry, I just checked and don't have enough cash.
Oh, man. Now you're worried there. Jlateh, I got cash on my phone. You will scan and pay. But I want my money back as soon as you get home.
No problem, dear. But explain to me some more. Scan and pay?
Yes. With money in your Orange Money wallet, you can now scan and pay using QR codes. Check with your favorite merchants. Don't be left behind. To pay, simply download and open the Orange Money Africa app, select Scan It, and scan. Now payment is as easy as 1, 2, 3 with Orange Money QR codes.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
Well, what kind of message did people sending me again? Oh, who said my SIM not register? I was one of the first people then to buy my SIM from there when they came to Liberia.
Ah, I see. So that all I still only one actually get time. Now you must do a using your national ID card. After registration, there is a special number you can call.
Ah, yeah. They really make it easier for us, oh.
Yes, we are all required to register our SIM cards by using our national ID cards. But that's not all. Orange Liberia provides a very easy way out for you to self-check your status. Dial *543-4# to check a SIM registration status, free of charge. We take pride in bringing you closer to what matters the most.
Brings you closer.
Hello, your number one 100% Liberian-owned professional garage and auto parts dealer, Uptown Garage, is still around and going stronger and getting better. Yes, Uptown Garage at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets, after 20 years in the business, has a new spare parts store known as Uptown Spare Parts on Broad Street side. You don't have to order spare parts from overseas. You can purchase brand new spare parts for your car from us. No more used parts. For original spark plug from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly, come to us. Uptown Garage has a branch at Rehab that you can also count on. We have a diagnoser that can find and we fix any problem on your car. With our sophisticated equipment, we give 1 month warranty. We provide a tow truck free of charge if it's our garage that will work on your car. But we can tow your car anywhere for a fee. Uptown Garage has been around for 20 years now, providing reliable, efficient, and professional services and durable auto parts for your car. Contact Uptown Garage head office on 0777 553317, 0886 553317, or at our rehab branch on 0770 902865. Our email address is uptowngarage2014@gmail.com. Uptown Garage, always the best. Forget the rest.
Thank you very much, Bicon. 50 on Sky 107.1 FM. I got 4 newspapers. The New Dawn newspaper, the Analyst newspaper, Inquirer, as well as front page. Let me give you the banner headlines for the front and back pages. Let's begin. From New Dawn newspaper says, in Singbe others trial, court suspends. Here you see the photo of the Solicitor General of not Solicitor General, Minister of Justice, Frank Musadin, Mr. Nombolo F. Singbe. Here we have Councillor Wise A. Wise. PLP expels Chairman Pay and others. Waymon Pay. He started with flying colors, young guy to be a Secretary General of a major political party. He rose to become chairman of the party. Then he was dropped from the party. He went and joined the PLP and as chairman, brought some dynamism into that. I'm told they dropped him off again. What's the problem? He will be our special studio guest on Monday. If all goes well, we want to get what happened to him. Is he condemned to fail, or what is the problem? The back page of the New Dawn says Senate committee indicts NPA in the sinking vessel probe. NPA has been indicted according to the paper. Let's move on to the Analyst newspaper. Says Samaka quagmire can go with pull strings for timely rescue. In infighting sparks in PLP, a SAC official strive to undo political leaders' order. The photo of the political leader, Dr. Cassel, is here. The back page of the Analyst newspaper says Dr. Tipude commends the Analyst at 23. I will expose the big guns suspended, absconded. National Port of Buchanan manager threatens. International Organization for Migration and the UNDP partners to organize joint cross-border patrols. Dismissed LP Secretary General Kansualesen Kanswa fires back at Cassel, denounces dismissal, say PLP for Liberian people. Let's move on to the Inquirer newspaper. County-wide roads construction in full swing as RILY corridor demolition to begin September 1. Liberia remains fragile state unless Anglo predates this. Nambole Singbe orders theft case on course as Senate fails to relieve the Senate Secretary. Women pays political virus, hate PLP. As former party stalwarts warn Dr. Cassel. The back page of the Representative Vamuma Corners petitioning ceremony turns chaotic. The back page of the Inquirer newspaper said petition for a near ex-Republican raid is illegal, says Liberian Water Steward Dwana Kamara, terms it assassination of character. Junko Energy Power gets 5-year license for electricity distribution. Let's move on to the last paper. The front page newspaper says the Freeport Authority blundered Senate preliminary investigation into seeking boat. Saga says NPA don't care attitude caused the death of innocent Liberians. I am belated last boss stop. Nyombli says this. Senator Nyombli Lawrence Kanka responds to Senator Edwin Snow's jibe about Liberty Party Chairman Musa Bility. Nyombli said, I am the boss stop for Musa Bility. Wars deepens in Liberia Muslim community over calls for the Islamic holidays. Liberia's Islamic Network Incorporated reacts to National Muslim Council of Liberia for blasting Imam Ali Cryer. Liberia Maritime Authority cancels license for companies sanctioned and delisted. Eugene Nambwe said, we run the second largest, fastest growing, best registered in the world. There will be some bad apples in the program, like in other competing registries. But what is important is that we are recognized by the various sanction regimes as having the best prevention and remedial system in place. Eugene Abbey Commissioner, Liberian Maritime Authority, Women Pay defiant after ousted from People's Liberation Party, booted out. Liberation Party people said the GPC also knows that though Mr. Pay was rescued from a failed political career within the body politics of Liberia, followed by the climax of his rejection from the Unity Party, UP, for similar behavior, he continues to clearly demonstrate the behavior and spirit of undermining and ingratitude to a person who has truly spoon-fed and cared about you. He was spoon-fed and cared for by the party. People's Liberation Party says that. Then about Pace, unfortunately, few people have poisoned his mind to say that, my man, these people want to take your party from you. The back page of the front page is pictorial. We are reading the pictorial about contribution made by Cummins Africa Foundation donation to medical equipment to various hospitals in Nimba, hospitals in Nimba on the 12th and 13th as part of the foundation 150,000 anti-COVID-19 initiative. Read the papers, buy the 4 newspapers or more than that, because I went to the newsstand this morning, there were more than different newspapers. And I've invited the Secretary General of the Liberty Party to give clarity on what necessitated the review of the Liberty Party constitution before they went to the convention, who all participated, who are the actors in that constitutional review committee, and what difference did it bring to the old, from the old to the new. Good morning, Martin.
Yeah, thank you, Tim Martin. Thank you for having me.
I saw you in Banga during the convention. I never had a chance to X-ray you.
Correct.
That I have the time now to. Don't be afraid. I will not butcher you, because people say there's a slaughterhouse. There's not a slaughterhouse.
This is our business.
So give me an overview.
I mean, basically,
constitutionally speaking, politically speaking, when people go to convention, there are T's to be crossed and I's to be dotted.
Correct. In fact, that's
what happened.
In fact, that's the purpose of a convention, for people to go there, review debates, perfect motions. And if that motion is passed and adopted, and it becomes the constitution,
correct? It becomes the commandment of everything.
Yeah, part of the political party bylaws and constitution. So that's the purpose. But listen, like I said, thank you, and let me say a pleasant good morning to my partisans of the Liberty Party and those of the CPP. Since the entire saga, I have avoided the radio on purpose, because I know that the political leader is being misled by some few people in the party.
She's been misled?
Yes, she's been misled. There are a lot of us who applaud the political leader when she took this initiative. My understanding was this would have been a legacy for the political leader. That at the end of the day, when my political leader, who I believe in love so much, when she's leaving the scene, she will have something to point to. By the way, Timas, I still do a lot of work for the political leader. Just yesterday, with the political leader for almost 4 hours, a team of us from the CPP secretariat, and we're doing presentation for all. So this is something,
despite the wrangling,
of course. But Timas, that is the maturity that we bring to the table. That's the maturity that we bring to the business. And maybe this is why the party at this point in time, knowing that we will be in this troubling time, these are troubled waters for the Liberty Party, decided to elect me as Secretary General. Because you see, when these things happen, you must have somebody who can strike the balance and pull the strings. And it is against that backdrop that someone of can. So listen, I work for Senator Dillon as the Chief of Staff. I work for Senator Kanga as her SG. I work for Chairman Musa Bedete as his SG. I work for the Liberty Party. I cannot go around insulting, like listening to the radio and see people all around insulting. You see,
the Liberty Party. Why did you bring that Mandingo bus to the political party?
where Councillor Bronsky is in his grave,
Hmm.
he's turning around.
He's troubled.
He's grieving, he's troubled. Because look, Councillor Bronsky was not a man of discrimination. If you claim that you believe in this integrity account, this man has so much tolerance. The Muslim people, the Mandingo people, they were all part of the Liberty Party. Let me just remind partisans of the Liberty Party, most recently, we won Montserrat County over Wimley, and guess what? 95% of the people that vote for the person on our platform, Senator Dillon, they were Mandingos, they were Muslim. For somebody who claimed to be a spokesperson of the party to come and insult a whole group of people, a whole faith, because you hate one person, this is a disgrace. It's disgusting for the party. But this is what we have, as a party now. And some of us need to come and strike the balance. And this is why I have advised the political leader, advised the white chairman, that there is a way out of this entire thing. But Tima, let me just go to what necessitated the
review,
entire
yes.
process. No,
I would have supposed you had a good constitution from 2015. It was good. You going to a convention, what necessitated the change?
Correct. So when Bronsky took us to Lofa County after the 2017 elections, he has proposed, in fact, that was not a convention, because only county chairperson came in the context of the constitution. That was just as an executive council sitting. So even if we go by that, it means that people that were elected at that place didn't have to be elected. People should not drag us into something that we don't want to go to. But let's agree we went to Lofa, and Councillor Bronsky said, look, I would love for you to have the mandate of authority, Madam Yombli Kanga Lawrence and Steve Zago, the chairman at that time, to go and review this constitution and to bring it up to speed to current reality and dynamics in the politics of our country. It was against that backdrop that the political leader, after there was noise here and there in the party about the constitution. Remember, this thing started when Bronsky was alive, way before 2017. There are people whose names I can call, who raise questions about the constitution, who raise questions about one person having enormous power.
That is the old constitution.
That's the 2015 constitution. One person having enormous power to decide who do what and go where, and at what point in time the party is directed. In the wisdom of the constitution, in the old constitution, when you read Article 8 on a special convention, in the wisdom of the political leader, if there's uncertainty, just in the wisdom, as you see that there's uncertainty. One person sitting there, not a group of people, one person, Tima. They can dissolve the executive committee and call for special convention. What kind of law is that? What kind of law is that? So even the political leader knew. That was wrong. So she called for a retreat. We went to the retreat. At that retreat, they set up a constitution review committee, chaired by Councillor Hayton Poe.
Under Nyombli.
She set it up. Then vice chair for legal affairs, he is still the vice chair because he was re-elected. Councillor Poe was being assisted by Clark Edward Tumik, as Secretary General of that Constitution Review Committee. Councillor Kuku Double was part of that committee. And I was part of the committee, of course. And you will see some of these documents. I just brought 3 of them here so that you can have an understanding. I was part of that committee. James Yogi was a member of the committee. Wadi Power was a member of the committee. Kwame Ross was a member of the committee.
The review committee.
And we reviewed this constitution. And when we got through with the first draft, the political leader, again presiding, Tima, everything that happened under the supervision, under the instruction, under the authority of my political leader, who I respect so highly. Of Lauren, I believe that she's a woman of virtue. I believe to institute a kind of reform. So she called in Buchanan after the Constitutional Committee took about 6 months reviewing, engaging counties, engaging all the stakeholders. After that 6 months, she called for the Executive Council sitting to do the final review of the Constitution, and so that on the purpose of our integrity, we can pen our signature to the document. Senator Kanga called for that Executive Council sitting. We went to the one sitting. As you can see, every member of the committee Every member of the committee.
let me see this.
Every member of the committee signed this final draft.
James Yogi, member.
Yes.
Martin Kulah, member.
Yeah.
Councillor Kuku Double, member. Kwame E. Ross, member. Power member. Anthony Edward Klatumi, member. And Councillor Powo C. Hilton, chairperson.
So now that only the Constitution Review Committee signed the final draft, because it was passed up on by the Executive Council, now that they only signed the final draft, the political leader signature every page of the final draft.
Of the final draft of the review.
Of course. She signature every page. You know why? She did it so that nobody cannot change anything. It was on the purpose of integrity. What was left was for us to go and present this at the convention and adopt it. Against that bad rap, the political leader consisted again with law in the 2015 Constitution under Article 8 of the 2015 Constitution, issue a special order. Special order say. Whereas the Constitution of the Liberty Party provides in Article 8, Section 1, 2, and 3, that the political leader may convene a special section of the National Convention for reasons set forth in the said article, where in the opinion of the political leader there exists uncertainty or dispute in the party as the direction of the party or the failure of the executive committee, and the list go on. She gave A, B, C. Then she said, whereas it has now become necessary. There's my political leader speaking under her signature. Whereas it has now become necessary to revise certain portion of the 2015 Constitution of the Liberty Party to balance the power equation within the institution, as well make it current with existing reality. My political leader. So she listed, and she
the sole intent. There is a spirit. This is what normally believes.
Exactly.
This is what it points.
This is why I admire my political leader.
She said, whereas it has now become necessary, to revise certain portion, of course, of the 2017 Constitution of Liberty Party to balance the power equation within the institution, and as well make it current with existing.
This is the crux of the matter. Forget about people come here to mesmerize with words. I won't take the position of Secretary General. I will not insult anybody, Tima. But I listen to Daniel Sano insulting, calling us, insulting Musa, insulting a whole generation of people, insulting a whole tribe or any group that is committed to Liberty Party. You know, it's sad because these people, they are advancing a political leader. This is the true intent. This is the reason why we went to review the Constitution, or else we should have.
So what is the qualms now?
So the political leader, and then she gave the two key reasons why we went there: to review the Constitution and to hold election for all national positions. She signed this document. She duly communicated same to Chairman Zago. These are pieces of evidence. When the other people in studio here, they be talking because I'm providing you evidence so that you know it. Against the backdrop, we went to Wagbanga. When we went to Wagbanga, our purpose was to adapt the Constitution. But two issues came up. The Constitution is a living document. Even right now, instead of the political advice, instead of you writing to negative, you can use provision in the Constitution because it's a living document. This is why the provision of amendment is within the Constitution. So she have so many other means than to bring the party to public ridicule or to call Musa and our criminals. You know, I thought that the political leader have a better option. But it's so good. We went to Wagbanga. Two issues came about, or two provisions. The provision I have to do with the political leader, and the one I have to do with the white chairman. That provision was duly looked at. There was debate, there were proposition saying that they don't make so many proposals. There was debate. I can share with you that video. There was debate across the white floor, and at the end of the white day, two motions were raised. You can't incorporate proposition or proposal or debate into the Constitution when it's passed on, voted upon. So the raised in my record, because the good thing is I serve as chair of the planning committee at that time by virtue of my position at that time as vice chair for planning policy and program. So I was chair for the planning committee of the convention. And we said there were rules, and we all went there, approved by the political leader. Approved. The rules were approved by the political leader. So when the provision came about, we did a necessary amendment through the motion that was raised. We share a half email exchanges, and these are evidence. We share with the political leader. We share in our report. When we came from Wabanga, we shared the report of the convention with not only the political leader, with the entire body. That report lingered around for 3 weeks plus in all of our chat rooms. And the particular provision that was tested on the basis of integrity, the political leader have signed every page in the other document. So if there was a specific provision,
so that presupposes,
yes,
she knew the contents on every page.
Exactly. The specific provision that was reviewed in Banga was communicated to her. And I went to the Constitutional Review Committee chair who co-presided with her during the review and adoption. And I went to her and she referred me to him. There was a back and forth between us. And I shared with her that amendment. And that was approved. So you read the content of the Constitution. I can leave a copy here. I'll leave all 3 of the Constitution here. Read the content and read what came out of Banga. The same content, except for the 2 provisions. So when we came back, after 3 weeks plus of lingering and back and forth and people making input and they were coming, we signed the convention report. I'm the chair. I signed that report, submitted not to only her, to the entire body. That same report was required by NEC for us to attach to the Constitution and serve NEC copy. And because the signature that NEC requires at the signature of the SG and the chairman, because it is an administrative function, this is why Musa and I signed the copy that went to one NEC. But the copy that went to one NEC and this copy is no different. I can provide copies. The only difference you will see will be the provision I have to do with the political leader and the national chairman, because that was also reviewed before the adoption. Timas, how come we are where we are?
So what has changed?
How come we are
who is the Judas in this thing?
So how come we are where we are? Look, it is saddening that the political leader will know that some of us will provide her the information or the procedures that she should follow and still be allowing herself to be ill-advised. It's saddening because
ill-advised by whom?
By those
you gotta be brutally frank with me.
I mean,
by whom?
By the Daniel Sano, by the Romeo Coco, by those who supporting her. No, listen. I told Senator Dillon. Senator Dillon is my boss.
You work for Dillon,
of course. And trust me, I respect Senator Dillon. I have never disrespected. I will not do it. I asked Senator Dillon.
You branded Dillon as the light.
He is the light. We work together. I led his campaign, but we worked together. All of us branded him as the light. All of us saw him.
And he stayed the light.
Well, Senator Dillon is.
Let's leave that's on the record.
Yeah, exactly.
So
but my point is, I told him, Senator Dillon, you are my brother and friend. If you pass a motion to say that we should restore all of the power of the political leader, even as undemocratic as I see it, if it were passed in Banga as a motion, we should include it. Up to date, I have not seen that piece of evidence. Evidence in my possession show that
they don't say that he made to the political leader.
Of course.
In your deliberate
proposal made. Like I said, people debate. There were so many other proposals.
Did it pass?
No, there was no motion concerning that.
No motion concerning that.
No motion concerning all power. There was proposition, there were proposal, there were debate across the wide floor, and you will watch the video. I will share with you because look, this thing we have to bring facts on the table now. Like I said, let's forget about who I want to support, or where the party want to go. What is the real issue? Somebody will come here and want to introduce technicality and this and that. The real issue that we are faced with now in Liberty Party is a journey that my political leader started with, that she is being asked to deviate
from
by
the
her follower.
Yes.
But that journey of trying to balance and stabilize power as it is in her own special order is the issue of who makes what decision when, where, and how. The new constitution says that a decision of such or any major decision should be made by a body of people, either the Special National Convention or the convention. Who constitute the Special National Convention? The political leader, the executive committee, of which the chairman is a part, the advisory council, the county committee represented by each county by the SG and the county chairperson. So 30 persons from the county, if it's a special convention. We get 31 executive committee members, one political leader, advisory council, 70 persons must sit down and say and vote. If 40 persons say we're going to Mr. Burger today, we go. Some of us are not, it is not about Burger or Cummings. But those on the other side, of course, is about Burger and Cummings. First, for us, it's about ensuring that powers in the party are distributed and balanced throughout the political spectrum of the party. I'm not against Yombly. I'm not. How do I go against my own political leader? How do I go against Senator Dillon, who I support, who I work for? It is not about them. It is about people coming.
The details of the people.
Coming to us say that we should get out. And Tima, let me say that emphatically on this radio. If anybody dreams that power will be placed in one person as it was before, they are dreaming.
But the point is,
we are coming from
the point is, Nyombli make it clear.
She make it very clear.
Nyombli make it clear, and she said, and there's a liberal person.
Exactly.
There's a liberal person. She said, look, gone are the days. There is a need to review this constitution so that it will relate to the current political dispensation, the current reality of the time.
No. And let me give you, and I will come to do an analysis of the constitution, but let me just show you something shortly. You know, the Grievance and Ethics Committee. Let me just show you what the 2015 Constitution did, and people are now appreciating what this Constitution is doing. In the 2015 Constitution, when you look at Specialized Committee on Chapter 5, number 7, when you look at Specialized Committee, I want for you to listen carefully. With the advice and consent of the executive committee, the chairperson, with the advice and consent of the executive committee, the chairperson shall appoint one or more specialized committee, the chairperson, with the advice and consent of the executive committee, the chairperson. Let me tell you what the new constitution says, so that you have some appreciation about what we are doing. Number 7. Number 7.
This is number 7.
Number 7. Heads of standing and specialized committee, shall be member of the NEC. Each committee shall have a membership of not less than 3, not more than 5, who must be in good standing with the party and must be appointed by the National Executive Committee. The old constitution says, so even the Grievance and Ethics Committee that NEC the NEC issue, in the old constitution, by one man. You know,
the chair.
That one man style of politics is not about the political leader alone. We took away everything about one man and brought it to a collective body. This is not about Musa. Read this constitution. It's not about Musa. Look, if there's anybody that should have influenced me in this party, it should have been saying that alone. Hey, come on. Don't you see it? Don't you get it? I'm his chief of staff. I am his chief of staff. So why do you think I have a position as SG? My position is power should be in the collective body of the people, in the authoritative body of the people, rather than in one person. Whether it's the chairman or political leader, I will resist it. That's my position. Your position is power should be in one person. The constitution have a provision that say we can amend it anytime. There's no time limitation.
I will take
Let's go and amend this constitution. Call for the amendment. I thought that what the political leader who have been doing, then to call us criminals, then to call on names, then to redneck, then to expose the party into the kind of public ridicule.
How different? Because I don't see any much difference. The difference of this, the two articles that you addressed, one decided by by NEC, and the old one that gave all powerfulness to the political leader. That's changed because that was nobody's quest. You have to have a balance power.
Exactly. So none of them talking about that kind of portion. What they want is that, as it was in the old constitution, one person can sit down and decide where we go and direct the white party.
That's not democratic.
It's I would not support any tendency that is undemocratic. Knowingly, I will not.
Before we take that break, my producer are telling me because I want to lay this foundation. Please, just see with me. Every stuff here, every page is initial by the political leader, page by page to the end of the Constitution.
Sure.
Which tells me she's okorum the contents and details of each page. Why change suddenly?
No, Timas, like I said, the political leader is being misled. And this is an integrity issue. You call us criminal, you sign every page,
can a person like Nyombli be easily persuaded, easily tangled with by Sano, by whom? By Delon?
Well,
after she initial all these?
Yeah, but I mean, Timas, what is showing now and I'm proving is that the political leader is being misled. I mean, that's all I can say.
So they want to cut it off. If she realizes she's being misled, why don't we go back to the drawing board for the unity and the purpose of the party?
And Tima, that is what some of us we are calling for. Look, there is an ethics committee already set up. You know, I listen to somebody say, "Oh, and the political leader going to set up committee." Even in the old constitution, it was not the political leader responsibility to set up committee. In the new one, it will not be the political leader responsibility. It's a responsibility of the NEC, and we have what we call claims, petition, and investigation committee.
And you went to NEC, and NEC had to school you.
Exactly.
Go back.
That was
saying you did not know. Go back.
Section 3.3.
Go back.
And this is why we advise the political leader. Man, a political leader, don't let people school us on these issues.
You used to be called a party of law. You know this. You don't know what you're doing.
But this is what is so shameful.
Thank you very much. So shameful. Let's take our second break, and when we come back, call me on those numbers on 0777 777 The guy who clipped the video teacher is nothing more. They didn't know exactly how to 2 + 2 read and comprehend how to be schooled. So I'm very disappointed.
It is.
Here we go. I am done transferring money from my account to my phone, and I didn't forget to purchase some data for both of us.
How did you manage to finish the process so fast?
Ma, I'm using the new app there. With just one tap, I see all I want to do, making transaction quick and easy for me.
You mean it easy and I only have to download the app?
Yes, so ma. And by the way, the item you took, I own me, Marco. I am paying using the same app. My transaction on the screen right in front of me.
No need to go through a long, tedious process to transact. Now, with one single tap, you find all options to complete your transactions. Download the Orange Money app from Play Store and the iPhone App Store and start enjoying. Easy like 1, 2, 3.
Brings you closer.
Excuse me, Papa, this is 1 bottle of wine. That's another plate of barbecue chicken and...
Wait up, wait 1 minute. Oh, come back. My lollipop, I know I told you to relax and enjoy, but sorry, I just checked and don't have enough cash.
Oh man, I am worried there. Jlateh, I got cash on my phone to scan and pay, but I want my money back soon as you get more.
No problem, dear. But explain to me some more. Scan and pay?
Yes. With money in your Orange Money wallet, you can now scan and pay using QR codes. Check with your merchants. Don't be left behind. To pay, simply download and open the Orange Money Africa app, select Scan It, and scan. Now payment is as easy as 1, 2, 3 with Orange Money QR codes.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
Well, what kind of message did people sending me again? Oh, who said my SIM not register? I was one of the first people then to buy my SIM from them when they came to Liberia.
Ah, I see. So that all I still want to try to get time.
Now, you must do it using your national ID card. After registration, there is a special number you can call.
Yeah. They really make it easy for us.
Yes, we are all required to register our SIM cards by using our national ID cards. But that's not all. Orange Liberia provides a very easy way out for you to self-check your status. Dial *543-4# to check a SIM registration status, free of charge. We take pride in bringing you closer to what matters the most.
Brings you closer.
Here we go. I am done transferring money from my account to my phone. And I didn't forget to purchase some data for both of us.
How did you manage to finish the process so fast?
Ma, I'm using the new app there. With just one tap, I see all I want to do. Making transaction quick and easy for me.
You mean it easy and I only have to download the app?
Yes, so ma. And by the way, the app you took, I own me, ma. I am paying using the same app. My transaction on the screen right in front of me.
No need to go through a long, tedious process to transact. Now, with one single tap, you find all options to complete your transactions. Download the Orange Money app from Play Store and the iPhone App Store and start enjoying. Easy like 1, 2, 3.
Brings you closer.
Hello, your number one 100% Liberian-owned professional garage and auto parts dealer, Uptown Garage, is still around and going stronger and getting better. Yes, Uptown Garage at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets, after 20 years in the business, has a new spare parts store known as Uptown Spare Parts Street side. You don't have to order spare parts from overseas. You can purchase brand new spare parts for your car from us. No more used parts. For original spark plug from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly, come to us. Uptown Garage has a branch at Rehab that you can also count on. We have a diagnoser that can find and we fix any problem on your car. With our sophisticated equipment, we give 1 month warranty. We provide a tow truck free of charge if it's our garage that will work on your car, but we can tow your car anywhere for a fee. Uptown Garage has been around for 20 years now, providing reliable, efficient, and professional services and durable auto parts for your car. Contact Uptown Garage head office on 0777 553317, 0886 553317, or at our rehab branch on 0770 902865. Our email address is uptowngarage2014@gmail.com. Uptown Garage, always the best. Forget the rest.
Thank you very much, Michael. My special studio guest is the SG. All days, the Revolutionary Day, we never used to call them, glamorize them as SG of the party, the prophet of the party. The was Secretary General, we were calling those Revolutionary Days, the czar of the party. That guy was a constituent of the direction, the political compass of the party.
The nucleus of the
party. The nucleus of the party. We used to call them the czar. They knew everything.
Correct.
Now, that's not your maybe Secretary General for everybody. So that's what different nomenclature are. Normally, Kanga said, let's make some changes that will reflect the current day reality.
Correct.
So that's what it is.
Correct. And the sadden thing about this thing, I don't want to believe that my political leader will be persuaded by these people and lure her into a situation that we will detach, trap, and some religion from our party. Daniel Sano works in the office of the political leader. For him to come,
she suspended him before because of misbehavior.
So I hope she will do that again. For him to come on the radio and insult the Mandingo people, insult the Muslim people. I have to say that the people only good to vote for us. They only good to give us money. Remember, Musa Benete was the face of the man all of us believe in. Our integrity out. Councilor Broski, Musa was the face of his election. He was the CEO of his election. The first time elections or team or committee have CEO. It was Broski, Nimi, Musa Ability. Today,
that Mandingo man
in the context of Daniel, who don't deserve to be a party leader, who don't deserve to be anything in this country. Are you serious? Should we put Jlateh party into this kind of situation? I don't believe I'm a political leader will even tread around. I hope that the advisory council members are listening. These are troubling time for our party to have Daniel Sano insulting a whole generation of people, a whole tribe. The Mandingo people, they are decent people. They are people that deserve better. As we deserve their money, as we deserve their vote.
But they are Liberians, but not. They are Liberians, bro.
They deserve as the Bassa, they deserve as the Manon, they deserve as the Gio,
They
Crown.
are Liberians.
They are.
Liberian history tells you that when the settlers came, they met Mandingos here.
Of course, Tima. To the
King
extent,
Sabosa was a Muslim.
so this is why when I see emissary who support the political leader insulting our chairman, something that I will never do to the political leader, something that I will never do to Dara's leader, I will never do to my party leaders.
Let me stop. I'll open the lines. When Dillon thing came up, Dillon first class. Oh, you were on TV, you were on radio, insulting. That's a lie. Until Dillon came and say, Ashima ma, Ashima pa, Ashima wife, Ashima. That was what it is.
But and
it seemed to me the party carried two faces.
Well,
I think you people carry two faces.
Well, look, Tima.
The face that will tell us that you are committed to being the light, to be truthful and sincere and honest. And the other one that,
Tima, I tell you what I have vowed to do as Secretary General. When I took up this leadership, I knew that there will be challenges. Because, look, one of my masters is in strategic planning. So I understand change management. No reform come easily. I knew that to transition from the one person having all the authority to a body having all the authority, I knew that there would be resistance from people like the legs of Daniel or whoever. So you just said that the Secretary General is the Nicola, is the Mazar.
Mm-hmm.
My role is to keep the party stable and to provide information and documentation necessary to make sure that we move forward. My role is to advise people in the party. I think that if the political leader listens very well and understands the way forward, she will leave a legacy in this party to be remembered by everybody. You cannot institute a reform. You cannot sign up to a reform. You cannot preside over all the processes. You cannot signature every document and come back and say, no, we're not doing it. Don't like people to mislead you.
Thank you very much. Let's go to the lines. The numbers are 07777 You'll be live from 5050 on Sky 107. My special studio guest, Martin Kulah, he is the czar of the party. Let's go to the line, talk to our first caller. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, T-Max.
Good morning, my brother. What's your name and where are you calling me from?
Yeah, T-Max, this is your son, Michael Iflomosino, and I'm phoning from Waterside.
Go ahead, Michael.
Yeah, T-Max, before I start my point, I want to know the health status of my Papa first, or Gina.
Gina is doing well. Gina, the great Gina is doing well. He's doing his therapy. Gina's sooner or later be in Liberia. Don't worry about that. He's all right.
Thank God for that.
God can answer my prayer. And when I pray, God can answer me.
I do that.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Okay, T-Max. I listen to the studio guest, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think, for me, I'm not a member of the Liberty Party, neither the CPP or COP, but we are all Liberians. And so when T-Max, you see when somebody is criticizing you, that person love you. But the person wants you to do something. So this opposition who's criticizing this government, we all should rally around them so that they can be strong.
Mm-hmm.
But to be listening to them fighting, insulting, for example, what the studio guest said about Daniel, that's true. I heard that.
Correct.
I think that these things are wrong and bad. You don't call people names. You're talking about Mandingo man, that Mandingo man. You're insulting people. It happened here. Daniel Son is always pointing that kind of attitude. It happened here when Wumbu DJ. He generalized everybody and called them Nigerian people are crook. You can't do that. We need to be careful with our words. Daniel needs to be serious. Daniel needs to be very careful. I lazy or you will see many people the more. Change many people the more. Without kind of wrong manner. Daniel needs to be careful. Thank you, Timas.
Thank you very much. Call me on that number on 07777 You'll be live from 5050 on Sky 107. Let's go back to line 2. Talk to our next caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kimia. Good morning.
Not Timas and studio guest.
Yeah, good morning, brother.
Yeah, you have elaborated and well. For me, we are not members of the United Party, but we have interest in Liberia if there are balances. I think that, like you just asked the question, Tim, there are two phases in Liberty Party. The man who has the cash and the others who are there. But I think you should run a political organ so that you can unseat the CDC-led government. If you are solidified, that would be a good job. I think they should get on the table to have norms respecting one another. I think that's on a political organ. And if Daniel Sano may have listened yesterday in studio, he uses harsh words to his opponents. I think politicians should be flexible, and the mannerism you are using, your political dispensation should be relaxed than to use harsh words. I think it will be good for our political dispensation in Liberia.
Thank you very much, Kimia. Call me on that number on 0777 777 You be live from 5050 on Sky 107. Daniel Sandwich is on my line. Let me hear what he has to say. So please come let's go back to the line to talk to our next caller while we wait for Daniel Sandwich. Keep him on the line.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, Tima, good morning. This is Willis Boiler from Munich, Germany.
Oh, Willis and Boilers, a long time I hear from you. What's going on in Germany?
Yeah, it's fine. It's cool.
Okay.
I'm still monitoring your show.
Okay.
Always.
Okay, go ahead. Thank you.
Okay. First of all, this guy in the studio is deceitful. Very, very deceitful. You understand?
The man in the studio here with me.
He's very deceitful. He shouldn't use Muslim, Madingo, and all this to buy sympathy from the tribe. It's normal thing in Liberia. They can even say it's a what they call it, Bassa party. So it's normal thing. Liberia always show those things. They say that it's normal. So you shouldn't use it to buy sympathy for what they are doing. Let me tell you one thing. He work with Dillon. He work with Musability. He work with Yomble Kanga Lawrence. Only one person. Only one person in the same place playing foot game among them. Let me tell you one thing. They play on Yomble Kanga Lawrence. They play. You cannot tell me that Yomble Kanga Lawrence know what's happened on the party, know how they change the constitution, know all those things, and she come out and do. These people are completely 419 and they are destroying the party the way they are going. This is the man. He's telling me that he want to do what? He don't want one person to be single-handedly handle the party. That he want the people to have authority. That is good. What he's saying is good. But the manner of which him and Musability and others within them are doing, it is not good for the party. This is a party Bronska have been built for years with other people. Just like the way you go. Hello?
So what is not good? What is not good? They signed to a new constitution. They signed the constitution. The constitution was sent to NEC. Everything on the constitution was something that, according to the record I have here, that my friend and my sister Nyomi Kanga initial to. So what is new? What is different?
So what they sign is good, but if they didn't do it deceitfully, you understand? They deceive the woman. The woman don't understand what they are doing. These three people organize themselves, share money among themselves. They deceive the woman. If I thought that they sat down with the woman and discussed this thing properly before signing it, she don't know. She give them the party to run as brothers and sisters. She give them free will, do every other thing, but they do this thing in the dark. Just like the way 419, you see a client, you flash him, you show him something. That's what they did to the woman, to deceive the woman and defraud her. She don't know. That's why the problem. If she know what they did,
thank you very much.
You can't go to court. You can't go to any issue. They horribly, for their own interests, and change this constitution overnight and tell the woman to sign. He's a secretary to all of them. He's among them. So they trusted him. He run all over the place. Did this thing happen when Steve Zago was there? No. This type of thing didn't happen.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Call me on that number on 0777. Let's go back to line 2. Talk to line 5. Talk to our next caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Tima.
Good morning, my brother. What's your name and where are you calling me from?
And good morning to Martin Kulah.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
my name is Cooper Passiwe, and I followed the conversation this morning from the grounds of the Capitol.
Go ahead.
Here's my take on the LP saga. I think the Secretary General Studio should stop branding one of the policies who have defended the party from day one to this stage.
Who's
if
that?
they have issues in the party, the best they can do is to sit in a party council and resolve the issue.
Listen. Who is he branding as what?
Fine. I listened to the Secretary General. He's trying to put the Muslim community against Daniel Sano.
Wait a minute. Did you listen to the show yesterday?
I did.
How did Sano describe Musability?
The first thing, Sano was very professional in responding to.
My man, I'm asking you a question. How did he describe Musability?
Well, it is clear.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Then I need to tell me. Then that was my time. Call me now on that number. Let's. Good morning. Good morning. No.
This is Daniel Sano.
And
I'm happy for this opportunity because there are scores of Liberians who are listening, and I think Mr. Martin Kulah want to deliberately distort the information I provided yesterday by buying sentiment at my expense. What I said yesterday, and I'm happy that the show was recorded, is a matter of public knowledge. I did not in any way discriminate against his ability on the basis of a draft. What I said was that when there were people in this country who said that Liberty Party should not make Mr. Ability chairman because of a draft, because he Madingo man, we defended him and said Liberty Party has to be open, it has to be inclusive. How is that statement discriminatory? That Mr. Martin Kulah, who could not with Mr. Ability and the court already submitted a constitution that they rewarded to the neck, will go to the radio station and say, I insulted the chairman, I discriminated against the draft. Apparently, comprehension is a problem of this incompetent Secretary General. Since he assumed.
There you go again.
There you go, Daniel.
Daniel, where you going?
Daniel, I will never be.
I'm coming.
But Daniel, you cannot be insulting.
You cannot go on the radio.
Those who are defending you are not shame.
The same way you lie now, that's in the lorry, in initial other pages, and I just sent T-Max the original document that you, Martin Kulah, and Mr. Peter submitted to the neck. So for the record, Martin Kulah is lying. He's deliberately distorting the fact because he got nothing to offer this morning. When I appeared on 50-50 yesterday, what I said was that there were people in Liberty Party who said we should not give Mr. Peter the opportunity to become chairman because of the trap. Because are there. Today, when he transgressed against the popular interest of the party, I was still against that. If Mr. Martin Kulah sees that as transgression, if he sees that as an offense, then that's his business. But I have done nothing wrong. What I said was that they had no business to go to submit the unapproved constitution to the Electoral Commission without the acquiescence of the political leader. And he knows that very well.
Thank you very much. Call me on that number on 07777 107. You'll be live from 50-50 on Sky. 107. Let's go over to line 5. Talk to our next caller. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, you can hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, my brother. What's your name and where you calling me from?
Yeah, look, Tim, I just Peter Jlateh.
Oh, PJ. Good morning.
You know, it's regrettable that a lot of people join party for personal reasons. And some people, every 6 years or every time they're about to have elections, they change party. I've been in United Party from 1984. We've been to jail, both Sackett and all. Okay, many months. If people feel here that one, they want to get in political party, it must be for self-aggrandizement. And the next use people. 2, you got some people here who feel when they got money, it means they must be leader. That's not it. It's the principle of the institution. Whether it's party in power and not in power, you got to be committed. There's no perfect party. But when you start to wash your dirty clothes in the street,
Correct.
you only
Correct.
disgrace the political system,
Correct.
but you disgrace the party.
Correct.
In those kind of situations, there are no winners. Because you are already put in the people's mind that people are not cohesive and people are not serious. Okay? I was in United Party. I'm in United Party government. Any time I left after a year or so as minister. But not one day I got to criticize the party or criticize any. Okay? So it doesn't mean that because you're in a political party, you must get. No. make sure the party does the right thing for the majority of the people of the country and those who believe in the party. Now, you don't allow young boys and run here say the politicians. They're not politicians. Allow them the opportunities. They're not prepared to sacrifice anything for the party. If they can't clean, let you know the free jumping party. I listened this morning, they were talking about they expect women pay. Okay. But you see, the thing is basically, if people will understand, shifting from party to party doesn't help the political process. People have to be adamant what they believe in, and we must be prepared to die for it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I've experienced poverty.
Thank you very much. Can I take my last break? And when I can, I go straight to beautiful Princess in Studio A to give us comments from our social media users.
Excuse me, Papa, give me one bottle of wine. That's another plate of barbecue chicken and...
Wait up the wait 1 minute. Go come back. My lollipop, I know I told you to relax and enjoy. But sorry, I just checked and don't have enough cash.
Oh man, now you're worried there. Jlateh, I got cash on my phone to scan and pay. But I want my money back soon as you get home.
No problem, dear. But explain to me some more. Scan and pay?
Yes. With money in your Orange Money wallet, you can now scan and pay using QR codes. Check with your favorite merchants. Don't be left behind. To pay, simply download and open the Orange Money Africa app, select Scan It, and scan. Now payment is as easy as 1, 2, 3 with Orange Money QR codes.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
Well, what kind of message did people sending me again? Oh, who say my SIM not register? I was one of the first people then to buy my SIM from them when they came to Liberia.
Ah, I see. So that all I still only want to challenge time. Now, you must do it using your national ID card. After registration, there is a special number you can call.
Yeah. They really make it easier for us, oh.
Yes, we are all required to register our SIM cards by using our national ID cards. But that's not all. Orange Liberia provides a very easy way out for you to self-check your status. Dial *5434# to check your SIM registration status, free of charge. We take pride in bringing you closer to what matters the most.
Brings you closer.
Hello, your number one 100% Liberian-owned professional garage and auto parts dealer, Uptown Garage, is still around and going stronger and getting better. Yes, Uptown Garage at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets, after 20 years in the business, has a new spare parts store known as Uptown Spare Parts on Broad Street side. You don't have to order spare parts from overseas. You can purchase brand new spare parts for your car from us. No more used parts. For original spark plug from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly, come to us. Uptown Garage has a branch at Rehab. Dedicated equipment. We give 1 month warranty. Buy the tow truck free of charge if it's our garage that will work on your car, but we can tow your car anywhere for a fee. Uptown Garage has been around for 20 years now, providing reliable, efficient, and professional services and durable auto parts for your car. Contact Uptown Garage head office on 0777 553317, 0886 553317, or at our rehab branch on 0770 902865. Our email address is uptowngarage2014@gmail.com. Uptown Garage, always the best. Forget the rest.
Here we go. I am done money from my account to my phone, and I didn't forget to purchase some data for both of us.
How did you manage to finish the process so fast?
Man, I'm using the new app there. With just one tap, I see all I want to do, making transaction quick and easy for me.
You mean it easy and I only have to download the app?
Yes, so man. And by the way, the item you took, I own me, Marco. I am paying using the same app, Major Action, on the screen right in front of me.
No need to go through a long, tedious process to transact. Now, with one single tap, you find all options to complete your transactions. Download the Orange Money app from Play Store and the iPhone App Store and start enjoying. Easy like 1, 2, 3.
Brings you closer.
Excuse me, Papa, give me one bottle of wine. That's another plate of barbecue chicken and...
Wait up, wait 1 minute. Oh, come back. My lollipop, I know I told you to relax and enjoy, but sorry, I just checked and don't have enough cash.
Oh man, now you're worried there. Jlateh, I got cash on my phone to scan and pay, but I want my money back soon as you get more.
No problem there, but explain to me some more. Scan and pay?
Yes. With money in your Orange Money wallet, you can now scan and pay using QR codes. Check with your favorite merchants. Don't be left behind. To pay, simply download and open the Orange Money Africa app, select Scan It, and scan. Now payment is as easy as 1, 2, 3 with Orange Money QR codes.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
Thank you very much. Back on 50-50 on Sky 107. It's time that we turn over to Studio 8 to Princess to read us comments from our social media users. And let me inform you that the messages the comments you're about to hear are comments written by people who are on our social media platform, not necessarily comment from Sky. Here's over to you, Princess.
All right, and so I will begin with Alex Charleston Diesel, who writes, "So really, do you say criminally?" Joel Taylor Rebel writes, "Good morning, T-Max. We don't have responsible leaders in that country. Yombi doesn't know her responsibility if she is telling us that she is not aware of such changes before signing. She was busy taking pictures with DeLon. I'm disappointed with her and DeLon." Marty Wama Brown writes, "Good morning, Princess. Today is my birthday, so I want to reserve all political comments to reflect on where the Lord has taken me from and where I'm currently. To God be the glory. I'm indeed grateful." Okay, so we say happy birthday for the entire 50-50 team. Albert Benjamin Sonny writes, "Let the senator be truthful, man." Theophilus Human Power writes, "T-Max, you need to look after this abrupt break in transmission during your show. It is destructive and annoying. It's driving your regular listeners away here. Please work on it." Wellington Visoma writes, "Good morning, Mr. Jlateh. With all due respect, your platform is always fascinating on a daily basis. The appearance of the Secretary General of the Liberty Party on this gazebo of intellectualism is highly appreciated by your many listeners. I think his appearance will give us very good insight of the current political wahala of the Liberty Party. As for your two-seater guests yesterday, their appearance brought nothing tangible to the discussion, but rather a mere noise. I hope the SG will be magnanimous of saying nothing but the truth, returning carefully to get his side of the political conflict in the Liberty Party." Lai Jabba, Jabi Kroma writes, "Good morning, T-Max. Let those guys in the Liberty Party know that the Liberty Party is no longer a Bassa chiefdom, but rather for all Liberians, period." Tinkerville Radiance writes, "T-Max, please upgrade your internet services. Too much freezing goes on throughout your live program." Lami Famula writes, "Imagine we're fighting among ourselves for party positions. No wonder why we are terrible at governing." Francis Swamo writes, "The Liberty Party, please go and settle your internal problem and stop the outcry of leadership before 2023 elections." Philip Tamar Habana Bwaka writes, "We followed the show yesterday. Daniel Sano in no time insulted the Mandingo tribe, but spoke clearly on how some partisans are feeling hijacked by the Cummins pay agent Musa." Jimmy M. Waller writes, "Good morning, Sky FM Liberia. I'm following from the headquarters of the Intellectual Army of the Blue Revolution in the most respectful represented district number 16. The opposition bloc to offer except fighting among themselves. CDC will continue to rule in as much as you guys refuse to organize yourself." Morris W. Mason writes, "No understanding in the CPP ruling party is gaining ground for 2023. I'm sorry for our country, Liberia." Sekou M. Keller writes, "Musa Belete is my kingsman, but he's not fit for that position." John Ernest Topa writes, this guy is too loud and emotional. Please slow down and explain yourself better. Amma Gray writes, for me, I support a democratic process. One person cannot have all the power. Mohammed Diakite Kabat writes, good morning. I'm following the program live from Zulu Whiskey this morning. The guest is too emotional. I recommend let him please take his time to discuss the issue. Joseph Dolo writes, good morning, brave and veteran journalist Mr. T-Max. A long time I've not heard you and your colleague, Honorable Koluba of District 10, Montserrado County. I'm watching from Habel City, Firestone, Liberia, Magibi County. James Coman writes, Bapolu supports the democratic process. Thank you, SG. Aman Gray writes, power should be centralized, not controlled by one person or a few. Democracy is taken from through. So though it's hard for those who use to have power all by themselves. Alexine Ross writes, good morning, 50-50 family. I reserve comments on this topic, but I'm calling on all parties to the conflict to find a peaceful solution. Liberty Party is part of our indomitable CPP. Long live the CPP. And I'm going to take like two more. Joseph Nimna writes, hi, T-Max. Senator Lawrence is the cause of this problem, so let her find an applicable solution. Please discuss something else tomorrow. Thanks. And here, Tongla Jedo writes, good morning, T-Max, and good morning to Princess. I write from the Purple Corner in Logantown as a Purple defender. T-Max, the late Charles Walker Brumskin is grieving in his grave. Why those guys are spoiling the late leader dream? Why should Martin Kulah and others in the party allow Musa Hassan Belete to dollarize the party? Really, money is a root to all evil. Honorable Secretary and Senator Dillon, course, we are still waiting for the share of Dillon's salary in District number 15. When things fall apart, the center can no longer hold. In the case of Liberty Party, let Martin Kulah, Daniel Sando, and others enjoy their Musa Hassan Belete supplied vehicles, but Foke Clone will still defeat them come 2023. And I'm going to take this final one, Emmanuel T. Please understand yourself because 2023 is in the corner. If you guys can understand yourself now after 2023, you think you will understand yourself. My question is, are you a freedom fighter or opposition fighter? God, please help our nation because no one to trust, no one to hope on, and no one to change this country from corruption to corruption. That's all for now, T-Max.
Thank you very much. Let me make some Yeke is not in Liberia. Yeke will soon be back. When he comes, he will come on the radio. So Yeke is not in Liberia. The signal problem with the signal in Liberia, the signal in Liberia is weak on the internet. So however, we're doing the best we can to see how we can get it stable. It happens everywhere. And I'm not giving an excuse for that. But we're working on that under the difficult situation. Our time is up. Michael, what will be your closing words?
Yes, so Tima, quickly, and I listened to all of the callers and the feedbacks from the reading
of the comments
by Princess. And for me, I take the criticism in good faith. I think this is what we need as leaders, be tolerant. And some of the comments that was being made that I'm trying to bring Daniel as being insultive in rule was just proven by Daniel himself. He called and he insulted me, So for me, it's I would have been surprised if Daniel have spoken without insulting me. I would have been too shocked and surprised. But
listen, that is
no, that is a star. That's a star. Yeah, that's a star. You can insult everybody. You must be used as a hunting instrument and get at everybody. And because they don't see us doing it, so the told people that if I never wanted to be insulted, I wouldn't have taken up the tax to be SG. I took up the tax because I have a mission to ensure that this party, I have never joined any other party before T-Max. This is the party that I've joined from my youth. And I'll remain in this party. And I would like to start off with the next issue. Next call us, next send us back, next advise that we go section 3.3 of the law.
Go through the party structure.
Yeah, go through the party structure. In this case, we don't have a grievance and ethics committee, but we call it's the same. We call it education committee. So go through the party structure. There's and the NEC has appointed that committee in the 2015 constitution, as I read. It was the chairman alone that could appoint the committee with consent of NEC. But this time around, the new constitution said NEC should do the appointment. And we did it. So the political leader, I'm hoping that she will heal to the constitution and then take clue. But listen, this is what I want to end up with. I'll provide a lot of information here. And Timas, I would love to come on your show to do a complete analysis. Those information and pieces of document I provide here today, it's just a tip of the iceberg. I can give you a complete, that is why I am the chief custodians of record of the Liberty Party. You call me incompetent? You don't even have evidence. You don't even have nothing to your position. You call me incompetent? But it's
you said that Daniel's culture now. So,
yeah, so it's sad. No, it's sad. You know, it's sad. And for me, like I told you, look, I'm a professional person. One of the professions that I signed up to is to manage change. Like I told you, one of my masters is in strategic planning. So I understand that when you transitioning, you have this kind of resistance, this kind of pocket issue and thing. But Liberty Party will be fine. I just want to tell Daniel and his leg and all those who try to trouble us or demonize a particular group of people that they can occupy a certain position because they are from certain tribe and certain thing. It's the wrong thing to do. We cannot let the people money, we cannot elect their efforts, we cannot elect their votes, and then we don't elect them to hold positions. It's so wrong, Timas.
Thank you.
And there's a way forward. There's a provision in the Constitution that talk about amendment. The political leader can make use of that position. The advisory council is available. We are available to make sure that we move this party forward. Yombly remains my political leader. Senator Kanga is my political, and she remains. And I'm working for her. I will continue to work for her and continue to work for the party chairman and the people of Liberty Party in Liberia by extension.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
If I join the party, will you maybe political leader?
Timas, there are processes.
I'm crew, man.
You see, so
I want to know my chances. I'm crew.
And
I join it?
And I just hoping that people like Daniel, when I say no of Isino, should shoot me because they're not there. But
thank you. And I know we come to the end of this edition of 50-50. My name is Steve Match. Tomorrow Monday again, I'll be here to discuss another issue. I can assure you. Monday, I'll bring way more pay. He will tell us why all the bad law happening to him every time he joins. As he committed sin against his ancestors, the gods of Nimba, or just people don't fade in this gap. See you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye for now.